Hi. Welcome to our group work for records and information management. First, a brief introduction of our group for Clerical Promotional 2019. Our group members for records and information management consist of Nadine Enright, Georgiana Marin, Leslie Polonio, Desmond Augustine, and Cecil Cruz. Restructuring Vital Statistic Unit of Belize. Ask ourselves one question. How could we restructure vital statistic, and improve on customer experience? Let's go over to Vital Statistic of Belize to see the chaos. This is the situation from a customer's perspective. Borrowed footage. We see the situation. Now let's do recommendations to the Attorney General of Belize. Using materials learnt from Clerical Promotional, Records and Information Management class specific, we will use the 6 phases in restructuring a records management system. First, meet with the Attorney General. Good morning, Mr. Attorney General. We are here with the recommendations to fix the situation at Vital Statistic of Belize. Straight to business. Phase 1. Preparing for the project. When you are fully committed to the reconstructing exercise, we could have a written agreement, which we agree on the terms and condition of the new system, as well as the time scale as to when it will be implemented. It is our suggestion that you appoint a clerk to oversee and ensure the new system is being done properly. The clerk will brief the restructuring team on the terms of reference and the methods of undertaking the exercise. This clerk will also introduce the team to the facilitator. In addition, the records clerk will need to get the appropriate training and be prepared for when the new system is implemented.
Okay, thanks for meeting with us. Go ahead, continue with your presentation.
Okay. Phase 2. Collecting data. This is what we will do. First, locate vital stats records and understand how they are used. Identify and resolve record-keeping problems. Develop retention schedules. Raise the profile of records work, and stimulate interest. Locate all of vital statistic record storage areas, and information about the prevailing physical conditions. Description of existing record retention practices. Inventory of all resources, including staff, stationery stock, equipment, supplies and transport. Also current estimates of expenditure on records services. A survey must be carried out systematically to ensure that each storage area is covered. The aim is to determine the physical condition of the records at Vital Statistic of Belize. This is to verify the information gathered in the interviews and to obtain further data. The survey results will be assessed and determine the following. What records can be destroyed? How these records are to be destroyed? Listed and transferred to the Archives Department. Whether the layout of the records storage areas can be improved. Whether the records are protected against unauthorized access or loss. Also examines procedures used for handling current and semi-current records, including creation and classification of files, filing, file retrieval, file closure and retention. Phase 3. Decongesting offices of closed files. This phase is concerned with processing semi-current and non-current records. All files that have not been used in over 5 years in the records office, should be removed from the system and closed. These files, and any other inactive files held anywhere in the department, are sorted by date and type. Records identified to be destroyed, should be confirmed with the head of the department if disposal schedules are not available. Phase 4. Analyzing data, and designing the new records system. Use management analysis techniques to examine the new system built for the new and improved vital statistic of Belize. Organizational structures and operations in order to understand what work is done and why, and what records the organization needs. Analysis is done in order to recommend practical means of enhancing efficiency and making cost savings through systems design. Interviews should be conducted preferably with the most senior contacts first, in order to gain a general, then a more detailed understanding of the department. The purpose of the interviews is to understand the functions of the department, the nature of the work carried out, types of records created and used. In addition, to understand the nature and quantity of the records kept. A crucial part of the restructuring process is the design of the classification and coding scheme that will be used to register the files and other records. A controlled vocabulary should be used to ensure consistency in classifying and indexing files. Phase 5. Introducing the new system. Step 1. Preparation. A schedule for the introduction of the new systems has to be prepared. The schedule indicates the order in which the records offices are to be restructured. Ensure that the records office staff understand the new systems and procedures. Step 2. Residing the layout of the records office. When considering physically restructuring, it is important to ensure the location is as close as possible to the clerks who are responsible for the records in the office. The accommodation should be of an adequate size to house all the storage equipment, staff, furniture. Secure with lockable doors and windows, or bars over windows. Lit by natural light if possible. Step 3. In preparation for closing the active files and opening new ones, the records office staff should decide how records will be physically stored in the records office. Old files that had documents added to them within the previous month are tied to the new files and remain with them for a specified period of, say, 6 months, after which they are separated and placed in closed file storage. Step 4. Preparation of final report. A final report will then be compiled in order to discuss it with the Attorney General. When the report has been agreed, it is formally submitted for approval. Phase 6. Monitoring the system. After the new systems are installed, it is essential that they are regularly monitored and reviewed to ensure that they are achieving their objectives and meeting users' needs. During each monitoring visit, the following will be assessed: accuracy of filing, use of controlled documents, completeness, and uniformity of the entries. The team uses several methods of recording information. Logging, counting the number of items handled, or the tasks performed, and the time taken in a given period. Also, interviews with the records office staff and users. You should be aware of symptoms that a records office needs attention. These symptoms include the following. Users lack confidence in the system. Users send files to the records office only when they run out of space. Information is frequently lost. File titles do not accurately reflect contents. And now, a look at the atmosphere of a properly managed record office. This is the final visit to the Attorney General. We already sent in our proposal for restructuring the current record systems at the Vital Statistics Unit, so now this is our proposal to improve on the customer's experience. Hi again, Mr. Attorney General. Here is our recommendation to improve on the customer's experience at the Vital Statistic Unit of Belize. Our first recommendation is more branch location. This will eliminate the congestion of customer at the One Belize City office. Second recommendation. Allow for online applications for birth certificates, death certificates and marriage certificates. This would reduce customer number at each location. Third recommendation. Allow applicants to make appointments to apply and pick up documents. This would eliminate waiting time and improve efficiency. Fourth recommendation. Establish a comprehensive database with all necessary information. Fifth recommendation. Ensure an inventory of papers, so that applicants are not told that they don't have when they go to pick up certificates. Sixth recommendation. Print certificates in advance, and have them readily available. This is so that they can be handed out to applicants in a timely manner, and on the date stated on the receipt. And that brings us to the end of our presentation. I'd like to thank you for your time and attention. From our Clerical 2019 group. Goodbye.